Hi Facebook, let me start this video by asking you a question. Would you like eating cake? Would you like drinking the finest alcohol? Let me show what that is. First, I don't really drink much alcohol, not gonna lie. But do you enjoy drinking alcohol, eating cake, and do your hobbies include sitting on the sofa and kind of chilling out, and that's about as far as it goes? Personally, I would welcome a day sitting on my ass on the sofa, watching Game of Thrones and indulging in cake. Now, before you get too excited, jump in your PJs and get yourself warmed up for season 7 of Game of Thrones. Let me ask you another question. Do you like being overweight, borderline diabetic? Do you like struggling to walk up the stairs? And do you overall like being unhealthy? If the answer is no to that question, then we kind of have a problem, don't we? Oh. Now, the answer to this problem, my friends, is balance. Now, if you're borderline diabetic and got numerous health problems, then you probably shouldn't give yourself too much treats, and you should probably balance your nutrition massively to the healthier side, because at this point it is essential that you optimize your health. However, for the majority of us, we can have a little bit of treats every now and then. We can enjoy ourselves as long as we're going in the right direction. Now, if your goal is fat loss, then you need to be in a slight calorie deficit in order to be burning more calories than you're consuming, but only slight. Now remember, consistency is the key. If you're in a massive calorie deficit, then you will not be able to sustain that long term. Ideally, you need to be tracking body composition and not just looking at the scales. Remember, any self-respecting fat loss program will have an element of developing lean muscle tissue. The more muscle tissue develop, the faster your metabolic rate, because your body needs to fuel that new founded muscle. Now, we've all been told that carbohydrates are the devil. In fact, they are not the devil. Having said that, carbohydrates are your body's main source of fuel. If you have an office job, if you're not really that active through the day, then you don't need too much of the body's main source of fuel. Try and have the majority of your carbohydrates pre or post workout. Your goal is fat loss, and your goals aren't too performance based, then I'd probably recommend having them post workout. This is simply to replenish used glycogen, which is pretty much stored glucose in the muscles. So it's kind of like stored energy in the muscles. Now, one of the big reasons a lot of us have a lot of carbohydrates in our diet is because carbohydrates are easy. It took me 3 seconds to butter that bread and it is now good to go. However, having, like, for example, more protein in your diet, which a lot of times you would need to kind of prep, things like chicken and you know, all kind of meats, fish, all this kind of stuff, 9 times out of 10 it does take an element of prep. So prepping food is key. Now the final question is, are you balancing your diet towards what you really want? Are you going forwards? Are you maintaining? Or are you in fact going backwards? Now, if you want to go forwards, then you need to have your diet in a position where you're actually going to go forward. You're actually going to progress. You're going to get stronger, fitter, faster, healthier, look better, look like a Greek god, look like a Greek goddess. Whatever you want, you need to have your diet and your training in a position that is going forwards, not backwards. Do you want the bread? Is that what you want? Do you want the bread? Now, in the famous words of Stannis Baratheon, yes, this is another Game of Thrones thing. I am massively excited for season 7. We march to victory or we march to defeat, but we go forward. Where are you going? We go forward, only forward. And that's what you need to do with your training and your nutrition. You need to march forward. Don't keep doing the same stuff that's not working. If you want to progress, you need to progress. You might need to change things up, and you need to start pushing forward and going towards your goals
towards victory. Isn't that right, Lula?
And that is it. Now, if you've got any questions about any of the stuff we've covered, then please leave your questions in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to everyone. Alternatively, you can private message me. Also, if you're interested in the 2-week free online personal training trial, where I'll completely eliminate the guesswork and make you a completely tailored nutrition and training program that's going to fast track your results, then please private message me, let me know that you're interested in that, and I'll get you on it straight away and we will start marching forwards, not backwards.